any Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Sir.
Good morning. I am on mute. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today we learn to calculate which is the maxima and which is the minima for a particular graph. Maxima implies the function should have maximum value there. Minima implies the function will have minimum value there. But technically we will call it local maxima and local minima. Why will you call it local maxima and local minima? Because I can have more than one maximas in one particular graph. How many number of maximas can you have? Any number of maximas. First point, increasing function of x. If this is y and this is x, this is the increasing function of x. As x increases, y increases. That implies slope is always positive. Wherever you draw the slope, theta will be less than 90. Slope is always positive, implies dy by dx is always positive.
Yes,
The other thing we dealt with in the previous class is decreasing function. Decreasing function of x. This is y, this is x, this is the decreasing function. Wherever you draw the slope, you will get theta greater than 90. Second quadrant, tan theta is negative.
Negative.
Slope is negative. Dy by dx is negative. So firstly, in any graph, if dy by dx is positive, it is an increasing function of x. If dy by dx is negative, it is a decreasing function of x. Fundamental rule. Dy by dx is positive, it is an increasing function of x. Dy by dx is negative, it's a decreasing function of x. When will it reach maxima? We'll understand that. Take it down till here. And this we have done in the previous class. I hope all of you remember.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Sir.
yes,
If y is an increasing function, dy by dx is positive. If y is a decreasing function, dy by dx is negative. We dealt with this in the previous class. We'll go ahead from here. Can I rub the board?
The one
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Once. Now, how do we recognize a maxima and a minima? The beauty in the graph is, if I have a minima like this here, can I recognize that this is the minimum, local minimum? Because tomorrow I can have something like this. This can be a greater minima than this. We are not contending that, nor are we contesting that this is a better minima or this is a better minima. Both are minimas, right? How do I recognize this? Slope here dy by dx will be 0. Slope here as well will be 0. dy by dx is 0. Even for a maxima, dy by dx will be 0. Draw the slope, tangent, dy by dx is 0. Are you trying to tell me either for a maxima or a minima, dy by dx will be 0? dy by dx, which is the slope, should be 0 either for a maxima or minima. So if dy by dx is 0, the function is either a maxima there or a minima. Local maxima, local minima. We are never contesting if this is a bigger minima or this is a smaller minima or either way. Both are minimas for us because we are dealing with local. Local minima, local maxima, local minima, local maxima. Take it down and show you how to evaluate which among the two is a maxima or a minima.
So why do we call it local?
Because there can be more than one minima. In this local area, this is a minima. In this local area, this is a maximum. Somebody is typing every crest and trough is a maxima or a minima. Yes, but crest and trough comes in waves and it is not a function of y equal to fx. So that's a wave, physical meaning of a wave. But yes, every crest and trough is a maxima and a minima. Say, if you take a sine curve, I'll show you that. Can I rub the board?
Sir, one second.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sir, 1 minute.
Yeah, if dy by dx is 0, it will either be a minima or a maxima in the graph. Say local minima, local maxima.
Done, sir.
Now, let me deal with how do you recognize a local maxima? Observe this case. At this value of x naught, you have got a maxima. dy by dx is 0. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If I take a point just to the left, here dy by dx is positive or negative?
Positive.
Right. dy by dx is
Negative.
now firstly y is given as a function of x. I differentiate this with respect to x, equate it to 0. I will get the value of x naught. This is x naught. I will take an example and explain. You will understand that better, but this is the theory. Listen to it carefully. dy by dx, I will equate it to 0. You will get the value of x naught at which the function is either a maxima or a minimum. Now, how do I recognize if it is a maxima? Observe carefully. In this area, as x is increasing, what is happening to the slope? From positive, it goes to 0 to negative. So, in this area, slope is decreasing function of x. Decreasing function of x. As x is increasing, what is happening to the slope?
Decreasing.
Slope is decreasing function of x implies dy by dx is decreasing function of x. Do you agree with that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, you mean to say slope is decreasing implies dy by dx of slope should be negative.
Yes.
You are telling me slope is decreasing function. So dy by dx of slope should be
Negative.
So you are telling me dy by dx of dy by dx at x equal to x naught will be negative. Are you trying to tell me you will differentiate y twice and substitute this value of x naught in it? If you get negative, you will conclude that it is a maxima? Yes.
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 This symbol tells me y is differentiated twice. This is also written as d2y by dx square. Some people ask me, why don't you write dy by dx whole square? dy by dx whole square is squaring the slope. You are not squaring the slope. You are differentiating y twice. The symbol for that is d2y by dx square. If it is negative at x equal to x naught, I will call it a maxima. In physics, 90% of the cases, they will give you in the question it is a maxima. So I don't need to verify this. Right? But if ever they ask you whether it is a maxima or a minima, how do I first proceed? Step by step, I'll repeat, concentrate on it. First, I will differentiate y with respect to x, equate it to 0. I will get the value of x naught at which the slope is 0. Implies at x naught, either I have a maxima or a minimum. Then I will differentiate y once more. And in that expression, I will substitute this value of x naught. If I get negative value, implies it is a maximum. Why? Because d by dx of slope here is negative. Why is it negative? Slope is decreasing in this vicinity as x is increasing. So dy by dx of slope is negative. What is slope dy by dx? D square y. In north they call it d2y by dx square. In south they have the habit of calling it d square y by dx square. Either way, we mean you should differentiate twice. This should not be written as dy by dx whole square. This is wrong. This is squaring the slope. This is differentiating y twice. So once I differentiate y 2 times, substitute this value of x naught. If it turns out to be negative, it is a maximum. If it turns out to be positive, it will be a minima. How?
Minimum.
I will explain. Take it down till here.
I have a doubt.
Bolo.
So in maxima, we say that it's an increasing function of x. So how we can write that?
Which one? What did you say?
So in maxima, we wrote just previously that it's an increasing function of x. So in
So
this
dy by
way,
dx is positive for increasing function.
okay, sir.
Dy by dx is positive if the function is increasing. Decreasing dy by dx is negative. When slope is 0, you have a maxima or a minimum.
Okay.
Sir, I am a bit confused. Like after the part where you substituted the value of x naught, could you please explain that again?
I'll take an example and explain. You will not get it from here. I'll have to take an example and show you how it is.
Okay.
So also you have written that d2y by dx square should be negative. So we have to differentiate the slope with respect to x or x square.
X. I'll show you that. Relax. First, take down the thing.
Sir, if we differentiate dy by dx which is equal to 0, then differentiation of a constant term will be 0. Then how will it be negative?
Does this curve look like a constant to you?
No, but dy by dx is 0, right? So if we differentiate dy by dx again, it will be differentiating 0.
Relax. Take it down.
Okay.
Sir, here you have written that slope is a decreasing function of x, but till x naught, sir, it is increasing, right?
Till x naught also from positive it is decreasing to 0. From 0 it is going to negative. So all throughout the slope is decreasing. From positive to 0, 0 to negative.
Okay, sir.
Sir, if we write d square x square, then what would it mean?
D square
X square. If we write d square y upon d square x square, then what would it mean?
No, that symbol doesn't make any sense.
Okay,
D
okay.
square y by d square x square don't make any sense. Whole of this mathematical instruction is d by dx. This is telling me that I am differentiating y twice.
Okay, okay.
Tell me about somebody's mic is on, please switch it off.
Yes, sir.
Sir, wait for 1 minute.
Okay.
So what is local maximum?
Local maximum. What do you mean by that question?
Is there any difference between the term maximum and local maximum?
You joined late, right?
No, so
In the starting, we explained. You missed it.
So why is it necessary to differentiate dy by dx twice?
It is when you have more than one maxima or minima. I'll show you that. Wait. In 5 minutes.
Because we have only taken like one curve here, but in the previous graph we had many curves, right? So that is why.
In that situation, you will have to decide which is a maxima, which is a minimum.
Okay.
So the equation of the graph will be given first.
Obviously, no यार. क्वेश्चन नहीं दूंगा तो क्या सॉल्व करोगे आप?
Here is the slope is changing, therefore d by dx
Switch
of
off the mic
slope is
for 5
negative.
minutes. You'll understand. Have patience. Now, this is local minimum. At this point, what is the slope? 0. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Here, what is the slope?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative. Here, what is the slope?
Positive.
Positive.
First of all, once you gave me y as a function of x, y as a function of x is given. Now, first differentiate this, equate it to 0. You will get the value of x naught at which the function is either a maxima or a minimum. Now, next, what will you do? Differentiate this once again, d2y by dx square. Let me write the steps. Here, slope is an increasing function of x. From negative, it is coming to 0 to positive. Slope is an increasing function of x. D by dx of slope will be positive. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
D by dx of dy by dx is positive. d2y by dx square is positive. I will conclude that it is a local minima. I'll conclude that it is a local minima. Right? dy by dx is 0. That point in the curve can either be a maxima or a minimum. But if d2y by dx square is negative, then that is a local maximum. d2y by dx square is positive, then it is a local minimum. Now I'll explain this using an example. Then you will understand how to do it. Take it down, please.
Sir, by differentiating y with respect to x and equating it with 0, sir, how did we get x naught?
Switch off your mic. I'll explain. Anshu M. Mittal, I don't understand your doubt. Tanmay, slope is changing, therefore d by dx is positive. That's what we have written. Slope is negative here, positive here, 0 here, positive here. So as x is increasing, what is happening to the slope? From negative to positive, slope is increasing. If slope is increasing, function of x, d by dx of slope should be positive. So dy dx of dy by dx will be positive. So d2y by dx square will be positive. Right? Anshu, if you switch on the mic and tell me your doubt,
Yes, sir. Sir, if d square y upon dx square is positive, then how could we conclude that it is a minima? I did not understood it properly.
You understood maxima?
So in that also same thing, sir. That how could we conclude?
When I rubbed off maxima.
No, sir, I understood that d square y upon dx square is equal to negative in that local maxima wala.
Opposite is local minimum. Have a look at it. Slope is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
So dy dx of slope should be
पॉजिटिव।
What is
हाँ
there not to understand in it?
सर मतलब ये लोकल मिनिमा कैसे हुआ, मतलब वो कैसे अपन ने फाइंड आउट किया वो पूछ रहा हूँ।
ये मिनिमा दिख
लोक
रहा है ना यार, यहाँ आपको स्लोप बढ़ रहा है कि नहीं?
हाँ
तो मिनिमा है कि मैक्सिमा है?
अच्छा हाँ समझा समझा
The
सॉरी।
curve is like this. Is this minima or maxima?
मिनिमा मिनिमा मिनिमा। हाँ सर सॉरी।
Sir,
हाँ
to basically summarize both the graph, differentiating slope, if it is negative, then it is local maxima, and if it is positive, then it is local minima. Thank you, sir.
Sir, in the graph at the start, the slope is negative and then it is becoming positive. And sir, the minima lies in between both. So how can we say it is increasing or decreasing function of x?
from negative value on a number line, from negative to positive, if a number is going -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, from negative to positive, isn't the number increasing?
Yes, sir, it is increasing.
Negative, 0, positive. So as x is increasing, what is happening to the slope?
It's
Increasing.
increasing. I understand.
Can I rub the board?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Now, all of what I have taught till now, I will take a numerical example and explain how to go step by step. Pay attention. People who join late will have problem understanding. Don't disturb the class. Right? Last time itself, I told you people, please join in time. Now, people who have joined late, go through the recording. Now, I will take a graph which you people know. Y equal to x square graph. How will it be?
Parabola.
All of you know the graph for this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second,
Yes,
let
sir.
me open up Desmos. I'll show you the graphs so that it becomes easy for you. Y equal to 1 second. Let me share this screen. Y equal to x square. Do you people see the graph?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, you have a minima at x equal to 0. You don't have a maxima in this graph.
Yes, sir.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
dy by dx is 2x. Equate it to 0. How much is the value of x?
0.
Zero.
You either have a maxima or a minima at x equal to 0. Agreed?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
how do you
Yes, sir.
decide? Now that you saw the graph, you know it is a minima. From here, how do you decide? Watch out for this. There's only one. So this will either be one maxima or a minima. Now differentiate d2y by dx square. You are differentiating this again. How much will I get?
2.
2.
Is this positive or negative?
Positive.
d2y by dx square is positive. What do you conclude?
Minima.
Minima.
I repeat,
Yes, sir.
dy by dx, somebody in between was asking, when I equate it to 0, how will I get x naught? Now you understood how you will get x naught?
Yes, sir.
2x is 0, I get x is equal to 0. That means at x equal to 0, either I will have a local maxima or a local minimum. Right? Now, either I will have a local maxima or a local minimum. Now, how do I decide if it is a maxima or a minima? Differentiate this once again. d2y by dx square. I am getting positive. Now, why didn't I get this as a function of x so that I can substitute x equal to 0? Here you have only one value of x. If I had more values of x, I'll get this as a function of x. That value of x I will substitute here and decide at that point it is a maxima or a minimum. Can you show that as an example? I will first take this down.
So should we draw the graph?
No, graph I am showing you people for you people to visualize.
So how did you got d square y by dx square as 2?
What will you get on differentiating this? This differentiation twice is d2y by dx square. 2x if you differentiate, what do you get?
Yes, 2.
So,
Okay, it's simply dy by dx of 2x, right?
This equation you are differentiating once again. dy by dx you are differentiating once again 2x with respect to x.
so when you write dx square, do you mean dx the whole square?
I mean differentiating this twice.
Not
Differentiation
the
of
numerator, sir, the denominator.
आपको उससे क्या लेना देना है? Don't get into it is what I said. उसी में घुसना है आपको. Differentiate this twice. Is this statement understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do I tell you mathematically differentiate twice? I'll write it as d square by dx square. Now, did you square x? Did you square d by dx? Why?
No.
Differentiation of y twice. That's
Okay.
it. The mathematical instruction given is d2 by dx square. That means you should differentiate twice. Don't square anything, you will screw up the problem. d2 by dx square.
Sir,
Huh?
sir, after differentiation, if we get say two factors and out of which one of them is 0, so and the minima value also comes 0. So that would be sorry the value. So when we'll put the 0 value in double differentiation, then
Switch off the mic. Switch off the mic. All examples will be understood. Relax. Can I rub the board?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
So,
Now I'll show you one more graph. Have a look at this. Left side, do you see I have written the function y is x cube minus 3x. Agreed?
yes, sir.
This graph, can you see this is a local maxima? What are the coordinates of that local maxima? At x equal to minus 1, you have a local maxima. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
X equal to plus 1. At x equal to plus 1, you have a local minima. Do you agree with that?
Yes,
sir.
Now let us take this function and see mathematically if we get this. X cube minus 3x was the function. Y is equal to x cube minus 3x. Agreed? Now that
Yes,
I
sir.
know the answers, I will be able to correlate. Concentrate on this. Dy by dx is 3x square minus 3. I should equate this to 0. 3 into x square minus 1 is 0. So 3 cannot be 0. X square is 1. X is equal to plus or minus 1. I have two coordinates of x at which either I have a maxima or a minima. Till here, is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So at x equal to plus 1, will I get a maxima or a minima?
Minima.
d2y by dx square. Differentiation of this the second time is written this way.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is 6x. Now this I got as a function of x. So what do I do? d2y by dx square at x equal to plus 1. I will get positive d2y by dx square at x equal to minus 1. I get negative at x equal to minus 1. if d2y by dx square is negative, then at x equal to -1, I will have a
Maxima.
Maxima.
at x equal to -1, I will have a maxima. At x equal to +1, I will have a
Minima.
Now is the complete theory clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can have multiple points at x equal to sine curve you take. Sine pi by 2 will be maxima. 3 pi by 2 will again be a maxima. So on and so forth.
Yes, sir.
I will show you even for that. Take it down till here.
Sir, here 6x is a random function of x, right?
Does that statement make any sense to you? Random function of x कहाँ से आ जाएगा? इसको differentiate करने से आएगा. क्या मतलब है? What do you mean by random function of x? मैंने तो कभी सुना नहीं यार. अब ऐसा doubt मत पूछा करो यार, डर जाता.
Sir, is there any significance of the value we get when we substitute the numbers? Like I know positive, negative,
No,
but
we know only positive, negative.
okay, sir.
Now all of you listen. This boy's doubt has an important point. Now you know at x equal to -1, the function is a maximum. How much is that maximum value? How do you get that? Put this -1 here.
Yes,
Put
the
this
y for
-1 here. You get the maximum value of y. Put this +1
Yes, sir.
here. I'll get the minimum value of y.
2 and minus.
Right? Which you can see in the graph. If I show you the graph once again to confirm, can you see that? What is the maximum value of this function here?
Minus 2.
What is the
Minus
maximum
2.
value of the function here?
Yes.
How do I get that? By substituting the value of x +1 and -1 in the function of y.
So completed.
Sir, just a minute for the right side.
So, so when we say local maxima or minima, we're talking about the value of the function, right? Not at the point at which it is located.
Say that again.
When we say local maxima or minima, we're talking about the value of the function, right? Not the point.
We're talking about?
When we talk about local maxima or minima, we're talking about the value of the function and not the point at which it's obtained, right?
We are talking about the point at which it is maxima or minima. At x equal to +1, I have a?
Yes, so we have a maxima. So when we say maxima, we are talking about the value of the function, right?
Naturally, y is a function of x. Y is maxima only. What do you calculate?
Okay.
At x equal to +1, I have a maximum value of y. Sorry. At x equal to -1, I have a maximum value of y. At x equal to +1, I have the minimum value of.
Sir.
And what is that minimum and maximum? You get it from the function y.
Sir, but saying that we are getting the maximum and minimum values won't be correct because the graph is still extending up and upwards and downwards,
Up
right?
that we were using the word local maxima. What for?
Okay, sir.
Will you solve or should I solve?
We'll solve.
I am waiting. I already drew the graph. You know this graph, right?
I just
No,
found
sir.
out.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next
Sine.
graph you don't know.
No, sir. Yes,
Wait.
no, sir.
Then I'll show you the graph of sin x first. Y equal to where am I? Functions sin x plus. Are you able to see this graph?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is y equal to sin x. Have a look at it. At x equal to 0, sin is 0. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This is pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 is 1.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sin 90.
This is sin pi.
180. Yes.
Sin 180 is 0. So this part of the graph is it clear? So I'm damn sure that at x equal to pi by 2, I should get a maxima.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I stop screen share?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Now solve. Now this graph will go up to infinity. I am interested for all the values between 0 to 2 pi. I will take this problem for x less than 2 pi greater than 0. That means technically I am asking you these 2 points, whether they're maxima or minimum.
So sine 270 degrees minus 1.
Okay. No. All of you observe this. Y is equal to sin x. Dy by dx is cos x.
Cos
Equate it to 0. X is for what
Pi by
value
2.
of x will it be 0?
90
Pi
degrees.
by 2,
Pi by 2, 3.
3 pi by 2. Now somebody may ask, how do you calculate 3 pi by 2? Watch out for this. Cos 3 pi by 2 is what you have to calculate. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
Can I write cos 3 pi by 2 as pi plus pi by 2?
Yes, sir.
Cos pi plus will go in which quadrant?
The first one. Third.
Third quadrant negative. Cos is negative.
0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, this is 3 pi by 2. Pi plus and coming into the third quadrant. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
All
Yes.
silver teacups. Third quadrant, what is positive?
Tan.
Tan and cot.
Tan and cot.
Third quadrant, cos is negative. Minus cos, because of pi, cos will remain cos pi by 2. How much is cos pi by 2?
0.
0.
So cos 3 pi by 2. Are you convinced that the value is 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So cos x is 0. This happens at pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. Incidentally, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, all multiples of pi by 2, it will, odd multiples of pi by 2, it will be 0. But I am interested only between 0 to 2 pi. So these two are the functions at which these two are the values of x at which the function is either a maxima or a
Minima.
Till here is everybody clear about it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. The
Now,
pi is
how do I
180, right?
decide which among the two is a maxima or a minima? Differentiate that once again. Differentiate this once again. d2y by dx square is how much? Differentiation of cos x once
Minus
again.
sin x.
Minus sin x. At x equal to pi by 2. d2y by dx square at x equal to pi by 2 is minus sin pi by 2 is minus 1. Is this positive or negative?
Negative. Maxima.
So at this point of x equal to pi by 2, will I have a maxima or a minima?
Maxima.
So I see a maxima here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm running short of space here. I will write here. d2y by dx square at x equal to 3 pi by 2. d2y by dx square at x equal to 3 pi by 2 will be minus sine 3 pi by 2. There also I am running short of space. I'll have to rewrite this. I'll have to rub the. And how do I evaluate sine 3 pi by 2? The way you evaluated cos 3 pi by 2?
Minus
Just pi plus pi by 2.
Plus
Right?
1.
You will get it as
Plus 1.
sine 3 pi by 2 is
Minus
minus
1.
1. Minus of
Minus
minus.
1.
Minus of minus
Minus
plus
1.
1.
Right? You can either call it sine pi by 2 is sine 90. Pi is in terms of radian. So more frequently as you learn this topic, you will start using pi instead of 180. Pi by 2 is 9. Do not leave the problem here. Please write the next two steps.
Sir,
Ah,
I could not understand how did you get x equal to pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 and then the part where cos 3 pi by 2 you remove. I could not
one
understand.
at a time. One at a time. You are telling me you do not know the value of cos theta equal to 0 value of theta. Is that correct?
No, sir, theta is 90. I understood, but how is it pi by 2? I got confused.
बोर्ड एग्जाम्स होना बहुत जरूरी है
वही तो सर we haven't learned
Pi equal 180 degree.
Hey, listen. Pi is in radians. All of you listen. Pi is 180 degree. Pi by 2 will be 90 degree. 2 pi is 360 degree. Right? You are not comfortable representing it in pi, write it as 90, 180, 270. Temporarily, I'm okay with it. This is something that you people should know by now, but I'm okay with it. Pi is 180, pi by 2 is 90, 2 pi is 360. Radians, degrees, angle is measured in 2 units, radians or degrees, right?
Okay, sir.
So pi by 2 is another way of writing 90.
What did I write here?
Yeah.
Sir, I did not understand how you.
Pi by 2 is another way of writing 90 degree. Pi is another way of writing 180 degree. 2 pi is another way of writing 370 degree.
Sir, I did not understand how you derive cos 3 pi by 2.
Cos 3 pi by 2 we wrote as cos pi plus pi by 2. Can I write that?
Yes, sir.
Now pi is 180 degree. Pi plus you are coming in the third quadrant.
Sir, I did not understand how.
Matlab?
So the circle definition of the
She's
trig
asking
functions have
how
not
did
been
it
taught.
Yes, sir, the circle definition.
quadrant?
The unit circle definition of trig functions has not been taught to CBSE.
If this sine pi plus 180, pi minus 180, all this I dealt with for you people, right?
No,
Sir,
sir.
yes.
No, sir.
So,
No, sir.
Well, you have done cos A plus B, sin A plus B.
sir.
That
yes,
all
sir.
is done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this we didn't deal with, is it?
No,
Okay,
sir.
wait,
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
I will deal with. Give me the board, I'll deal with this. Okay, I dealt with only sin A plus B, sin A minus B, sin
Yes,
2A
sir.
or 2A formula.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Generally, just after that, I cover this.
So completed.
Yes, sir, completed.
Okay, that's why you people are asking how is pi 180 degrees, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That-
Okay, listen. These are the rules. This is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. This is the third quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. Anybody with a doubt till here?
No, sir.
0 degrees,
No, sir.
90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees. In radians, this will be called pi by 2. This will be called pi, 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi. In radians, angle is measured in 2 units, degrees or radians. Pi is 180 degrees, right? So pi by 2 is 90, 3 pi by 2 is 270, 360 is 2 pi. This is the first step. Now, I assume you people know the values of sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, sine 90.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
उतना पता है.
Pardon?
He told उतना पता है.
We know that,
That
sir.
is till 90 degree we know the values.
I am writing here theta. This is sine, this is cos. Sine 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. This will be 30 degrees. Sine 30 is half, cos 30 is root 3 by 2. 45 degrees. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2, cos 45, 1 by root 2. 60 degrees. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2, cos 60 is half. 90 degree. Sine 90 is 1, cos 90 is 0. This is something that you must know. Memorize them by heart. It should be on the tip of your tongue. By the way, 30 degrees will be written as pi by 6. 60 will be written as pi by 3. Right? Pi by 6, 180 by 6 is 30 degree.
Okay, sir.
Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now listen to this conversion. First quadrant, all functions will be positive. Sine, cos, tan, secant, cosecant, cot. Everything will be positive in the first quadrant. Matlab, if theta is between 0 to 90, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, any angle between 0 to 90, sine, cos, tan, cot, cosecant, secant, all are positive. Second quadrant, only
Cos and
sine
sec.
is positive, cosecant is positive.
Cosec.
Third quadrant, all silver T
Tan and
cups.
cos.
Tan is positive. Fourth quadrant,
Cos.
cos is positive. All silver T cups. All are positive here. Sine is positive here. Tan is positive here. Cos is
Cos is
positive.
positive.
Cos is positive, by default secant is positive. Sine is positive, by default cosecant is positive. Tan is positive, by default cot is positive. Is this clear till here?
Sir, so here all other values will be negative.
Naturally, here other than sine, all other values will be negative.
Sir, sine and cosecant, right?
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now,
So can you
suppose
repeat
I
the
ask you
fourth
something
quadrant?
like this. Listen, if pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, these both will convert sine into cos and cos into sine. Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 will convert sine into cos and cos into sine. Pi and 2 pi will keep sine as sine, cos as cos. Right now I'll deal with only sine and cos. Pi and 2 pi will keep sine as sine, cos as cos. Is this clear till here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Can you give examples?
Sir, I didn't understand this last part.
Sine of. Have a look, I'm applying this. I take pi minus theta. I took sine pi minus theta. Theta temporarily is a value between 0 to 9. Theta temporarily is a value between 0 to 9. Agreed? Now sine pi minus theta, in which quadrant will you come? Second quadrant, right? Pi minus theta, theta less than 90, you are in the second quadrant.
Yes, so.
Clear to you?
Yes.
Now, what are you telling me? Sine function in the second quadrant is positive.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Pi will convert sine into sine. Pi will keep sine as sine. So sine pi minus theta is sine theta. Let me take sine 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Sine 3 pi by 2 minus theta will come in which quadrant?
Third.
Third
quadrant.
Third quadrant. Tan alone is positive. So sine will become
Negative.
3 pi by 2 will convert sine
Cos.
into cos. Take one more example. Sine 3 pi by 2 plus theta. 3 pi by 2 plus theta will come in which quadrant?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Sine will be
Negative.
negative. 3 pi by 2 will convert sine into
Cos.
Take one more example. In vectors, you might have used the value of cos 120.
Yes.
sir.
Now, cos 120, how will you evaluate?
Pi
Cos
plus
of
30.
Pi minus theta.
Pi minus 60.
pi minus 60
90 plus
or
30.
pi by 2 plus
30.
anything can be written. Cos pi minus 60 degrees. Don't write one in radians, one in pi by 3. Cos pi minus pi by 3. Great.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pi minus or write everything in angles only. Why to confuse people? 180 minus 60 degrees. 180 minus will come in which quadrant?
Second.
Quadrant.
Second quadrant, cos is negative,
Yes.
Yes,
right?
sir.
180 will keep cos as cos 60. How much am I getting?
Minus 1 by 2.
Yes.
Did you people use this in vectors?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now today what did you calculate? Cos 3 pi by 2. You wrote as cos of pi plus pi by 2. Agreed?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cos pi plus in the third quadrant, cos will become
Negative.
negative. Pi will keep cos as cos pi by 2 minus 0 as good as 0. This is what we used today.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Take it down till here.
So in the last step, we did cos pi by pi plus pi by 2. So in that, we're supposed to consider only the first pi, not the second one.
This one only. This is the angle theta. To decide whether cos will go as cos, you will be obviously dealing only with this.
Okay, sir.
Sir, the angle will always be measured with respect to positive x-axis. No?
Positive x-axis. Always your angle measurement will come from here. That too in anti-clockwise direction.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So can you explain again how did you get that cos 120 as minus cos 60? Sir?
120 you wrote as 180 minus 60. Agree?
Yes. Yes, sir.
180 minus implies you are in second quadrant.
Yes, sir.
Only sign is positive here. Cos will become
Negative.
180 will keep cos as cos. 180 will keep cos as cos. So minus
Yes, sir.
cos theta. Theta is
Okay.
60. Cos 60 is up.
So instead of taking cos pi plus pi by 2, can we take cos pi by 2 plus pi and then calculate accordingly?
For us, we have taught you only when theta is less than 9.
Okay, sir.
Don't take a value greater than 9. This theta should be less than 9. Because just listen, sine 3 pi by 2 plus theta. If theta can be any value, I'll take 7 pi. And then I cannot tell you it is in the fourth quadrant, right?
Yes, sir.
It can be any number of quadrants. So temporarily you have been taught this only when theta is less than or equal to pi.
Okay, sir.
Sir, if we take cos 90 plus 30, then
Which one you want to calculate?
the cos 120.
Cos 120. Comfortably you will get the same answer, right? 120 is 90 plus 30. 90 plus 30 will come in the second quadrant,
Yes, sir.
right? Cos will be negative.
Yes.
And 90 plus जब लिखोगे, cos will be converted into
Sine. Okay, sir. Sine 30.
with a negative sign.
Yes.
Now all of you listen. This needs little bit of an additional practice. But today I will not do it. Again, next class, remind me, I will make you practice a few angles and then we will go ahead. Why can't you do it today? I have already sent you the assignment of maxima minima. I need to complete that. Only then you people will be able to solve. Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next class, remind me, I'll make you practice a few with this and then we will go ahead. This
Sir,
one,
I have,
make sure that you people know what is 120 degree or 3 pi by 2.
sir, I had one question. Sir, can you explain how cos pi by how cos pi plus pi by 2 is equal to minus cos pi by 2? So here, do we take the sign of pi or pi by 2?
Pi. This is theta. This is as good as cos pi plus theta. Cos pi plus theta. Pi will decide whether, and pi will not decide the negative or positive. Quadrant will decide. Pi plus theta, you are in which quadrant?
Second quadrant.
Cos will become
Negative.
pi will convert cos to cos theta.
Okay, sir.
Pi
Then
by
cos pi plus theta will be in third quadrant.
The third quadrant.
cos pi plus theta, third quadrant. So yeah, third quadrant, only tan is positive. Cos will be negative. Tell me when I can rub the board.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Oh, sir. One
Yes, sir.
Huh.
So what did you told the acronym for it? All silver?
All silver teacups.
Oh, okay, sir.
All silver teacups. There are many, your maths people will tell you quite a few statements, but temporarily remember all silver teacups.
So both pi and 2 pi will keep sine as sine and cosine as cos, right? So what about the other values?
Others will learn later. Temporarily, I showed you because I used 3 pi by 2. Next class, when we practice this, the other functions tan, cosecant, secant will practice.
Okay.
Now, actually, I'm in a hurry to go back to maximum.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have doubt in the third one. Sine 3 pi by e by 2 plus theta. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I doubt how did it become minus cos theta?
3 pi by 2 plus theta is in which quadrant?
In the
fourth quadrant. Only cos is positive. So sine will be
in negative. Okay, sir.
I first put a negative sign. Now 3 pi by 2 will convert sine to cos.
Okay, sir. So it will become cos. Okay.
Tell me when I can rub the board.
Yes, sir, completed.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
listen.
Yes, sir.
I'm sharing the screen, and by chance, if you people yet have little bit of a confusion here, that will go when we practice this in the next class. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Back to maxima, minima. Do you people see a function here x cube by 3 minus x?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I drew the graph for this here. At x equal to minus 1, I have a local maxima. At x equal to plus 1, I have a local minima. Will you differentiate and find out if at x equal to plus 1 and minus 1, you have got maximas or minimas?
Yes,
sir.
Write down this
Yes, sir.
function. Write down this function. Differentiate, equate it to 0, decide maximas and minimas. I'll keep the graph on the screen for you people. Tell me when you people are done with it.
Done, sir.
Sir, we have to put the
Done, sir.
values in the
Done,
function
sir.
also.
Yeah, you'll have to decide which is a maxima and which is a minima.
Done, sir.
Sir, and what do we call that?
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
So done.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Negative d2 by dx square negative. You will have a maxima. d2y by dx square positive, you will have a minima.
So completed.
Yeah. What was the function? Y is equal to x
cube by 2
minus x.
Yes, sir.
dy by dx 1 by 3 into 3x square minus 1. This is x square minus 1 is 0. X is equal to plus or minus 1 implies at x equal to plus 1 and minus 1, you will either have a maxima or a
Minima.
How do I decide which is a maxima and which is a minima? What was dy by dx equal to?
X square minus
X square minus 1. Differentiating this once again.
2x.
Now d2y by dx square at x equal to plus 1 is
Positive.
If it is positive, at
Minima.
x equal to plus 1, you will have a minima, local minima, d2y by dx square at x equal to minus 1. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2, this is negative. You will have a maxima x equal to minus 1. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Y equal to 4x cube minus 21x square plus 18x plus 5. You will try the problem or should I solve?
We'll try. Let us try.
We'll solve it the easiest way. I'll draw the graph and I'll show it to you. I'll know where I have maximas, where I have min.
Okay, sir.
Done.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes, sir. Done. Sir, sir, can we say that out of the two values of x, if we have one as a maxima and other will be confirmed as minima.
Generally true, because the function, if not, will become discontinuous in between. It has to be. If one is maxima, the other is a minimum.
Yes, sir.
So are there any exceptions regarding it?
Exceptions I didn't cover for you. Firstly, we should verify if the function is continuous or not. Discontinuous function cannot be differentiated, right? But in physics, you will not come across that situation. So we bunked it. In physics, discontinuity will not come. Man is walking with a velocity v. He vaporizes into the air. Is a discontinuous function.
Yes.
That doesn't happen. So I didn't touch discontinuous functions. Maths people, first they'll deal with continuity. They will show that first differentiation is possible only for a continuous function, and so on and so forth. So exceptions will not come for us in physics.
So there's an exception if the second derivative is 0, right?
That is a constant function.
So, but like x cube at 0, it's the second derivative is 0 at x equals 0. So like if the slope is 0, but it's not a maxima or a minima. X cube.
Straight line.
Sir, those are neutral points, right? They are point of inflection between graphs.
No, don't go into it. Now listen. dy by dx 12x square minus 42x plus 18 is equal to 0. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What can I bring out common?
3.
6. Divide the equation by 6.
2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0. Keep an eye on the simplification. So 2x square minus 7x plus 3 is equal to 0.
Yes,
sir. So what are the roots for this?
X equal half and 3.
Half and 3.
1 by 2 and 3.
3.
3 or minus 3? Both are positive?
Yes.
Plus 3. Yes, sir.
Implies that x equal to half and 3, you either have a maxima or a
Minimum.
Minima.
How
Yes,
do I
sir.
decide if it is a maxima or a minima? Now this is dy by dx, right?
Yes, sir.
d2y by dx square will be
24x
24x
minus 40.
minus 40. Put x equal to half here and x equal to 3. You get a negative value. At that point, you have a maximum. You get a positive value. At that point, you have got a minimum. d2y by dx square at x equal to half. 24 into 1 by 2 minus 42. This is a negative value. I will have a
Maximum.
maximum. At x equal to 3, I'll get 24 into 3 minus 42. I will get a positive value. I will have a minima here. Any function given, are you people confident that you can find out where a maxima will come and where a minima will come?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I am skipping the last step in almost all of them. In the assignment sheet given to you, I have asked even for the maximum and minimum value. What does that mean?
The value.
The y coordinate. Put in y.
You know that you are having a maximum. What is the maximum value of y? Put this half here. You get the maximum value of y. Minimum value of y. Put this x equal to 3 in the place of x. You will get the minimum value of y.
Yes, sir.
Not
Yes,
difficult for you people, right?
No.
Yes, sir.
You people see the group. I have already sent the assignment of maxima, minima for you people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Now, application of this maxima, minima will be taught to you people in Wednesday's class. And that homework will be slightly large, around 15-20 problems, and each problem will consume 15-20 minutes. ऐसा नहीं कि ये this it will not be this easy,
Okay, sir.
right? Oh, no point of sending that assignment. Today's assignment, please do complete it before day after tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Day after tomorrow, I'll first finish the doubts of today's assignment, and I'll then go into application of derivatives and applications of maximum.
Okay, sir.
Only assignment for
Day after tomorrow, remind me, trigonometric functions ka values greater than 90. We will practice for another 5-10 minutes, and then we will go ahead with application of this.
Sir, no book right now.
Fair enough?
So,
Fine, sir.
so in this question, the one which you just solved on the board, there are two values of x, right? Now to
Right.
determine which is the maxima and which is the minima, instead of doing the slope wala part, we can directly substitute them in the equation, right? And there will be one value which is greater than the other.
Temporarily you can do it, but learn this, because when there are multiple functions, if I make this x to the power 5, there will be 4 roots. Each root you will not substitute. You have to learn this procedure.
Okay, sir. Okay, got it. Thank you.
Now listen, all of you. 1 second. Your teacher, can I rub the board?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't leave the class. Wait a minute. Do you people remember in kinematics in schools, you were taught a body is projected with a velocity of u. What is the maximum height to which it goes? What is
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
V is equal to u plus gt. U minus gt, because g is in the downward direction. U by g. Time of ascent, u by g. You have done this in schools.
Yes,
ICSE people in 9,
Yes, sir.
CBSE and state
Yes, sir.
syllabus in 10.
Yes.
Now, people who forgot this, catch your ears, take 10 sit-ups and send me the video by email. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Maxima, minima, how do you use? You know the function x is equal to ut minus half gt square. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
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 sir.
sir.
You want the maximum time after which s is maximum. That means you are at maximum height.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Time after which s is maximum. That means what is your condition? ds by dt should be
Zero.
zero. This is what you learned in today's class.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
U minus half g to t. You are differentiating this equation with respect to time, because the right hand side variable is time.
Time.
Yeah.
Instead of x, you have got time,
Yeah.
right? 2 and 2 gets cancelled. This is the right way to do the problem. क्यों सिखाया भाई साहब? Then you didn't know maxima minima. And luckily you didn't question the discretion of the teacher there. Why is velocity 0? Because you people have seen it. You could visualize it. You didn't question it. Velocity is 0. The teacher was happy, student was happy. Neither do the teacher have a choice, nor do you people have a choice, because maxima minima is not yet learned then. Why should velocity become 0? We never questioned it, because we have seen, visualized a body at the topmost point coming to rest. So we didn't question it. So we were lucky. But now you understand why calculus is being taught?
Yes.
Sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Take this down and see you people in the next class.
Sir,
Good day.
but
Bye
Yes,
and thank you.
Bye, sir.
sir, but in the maximum height, the velocity it does become 0, right?
Velocity will?
At the maximum height, the velocity does become 0, right?
What did I write here? 0 ही तो लिखा ना.
Yes, sir. हाँ, sir.
Sir,
हाँ.
sir, are maximum the values of maximum and minimum the same, but the signs are reversed?
What does it mean? maxima, minima are same, but the
So
signs are different.
magnitude is same, but since they lie in different coordinates, so one becomes positive and the other negative.
That is coincidental, right?
Which example are you talking of?
Sir, could you please excuse me? I can't see the board. Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir.
For the homework, we only have to do the